It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
It's time for our tale of the tape. Roy Jones Jr., 160 pounds. This guy won a championship as a heavyweight, remember? 5'11" tall with a reach of 74 inches. And he'll be... It's Roy Jones. Roy Jones.
This bout is scheduled.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle.
Todd, it's a pleasure and an honor to...
High hopes for this battle between these two athletes. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. So much for being a good sport here. They're going to taunt. Oh, and he caught him with a stiff jab. Perhaps the hottest ticket in town for this fight tonight.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything can break a man or make a man.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
That straight had to hurt. Nice counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. Nice. Oh, wait a minute. Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you think you come up now, ring away, you walk back.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get sucked in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Perfect counter lands. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Throws the jab but does not score. These two fighters are made for one another. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. One punch could change everything in this battle. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as...
The bell rings and we start the third. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch output. Thought there might be more action here. And he scores with the counter. He threw a punch and just got countered. That counter shot lands. Good punch. Nice counter shot. There's a counter shot. Swing and a miss with the jab. That counter punch caught him clean. These punches coming from every angle. Believe what we're seeing. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this...
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you're in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Both men step back for just a moment. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
How about that time counter shot? Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That one lands. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, he is glad to have heard that. There's the bell to start round 5. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Good counter punch. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
A lot of swinging and missing here. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Back and forth they go in this round. Oh, right there. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. A much better game plan here.
Now they've got to wake up, they've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Threw the uppercut, but did not score. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. No secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Great work. I love it. Let's start the sixth. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Beautiful counter punch. Nice punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
A straight right just misses. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout. Here comes round 7. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Straight right just misses. Catch and shoot. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Can they figure out the combination to this sink?
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Incredible work rate. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Punch, counter punch. You'd like to see... Hold that thought! Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, may want to take a knee here. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
What caught sleeping on the job?
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. And a round that seemed like eternity for them. And they're back at it again here in round 8. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Beautiful counter shot. There has been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What do you see?
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. It hurts. You can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
And forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Nice counter. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Pretty lopsided decision there, a unanimous one.